Welcome back to Path of Neo, and today we're going to go back to the missions of the
Second
interquel
movie?
part between the first
Yes,
film and Reloaded.
Yes,
the padding part.
the mission of Intercourse.
Oh,
yes.
that's right, because Neo doesn't do much in the second movie.
Yeah.
No,
You know
I mean, he
Well,
flies
that's
around a
that's
lot.
Hell,
Bro.
he doesn't even do much in the third movie. When you get right down to it.
In the third
Remember
movie,
that-
doesn't do anything. He's stuck at the beginning. He gets rescued and then goes to fight. Smith.
Remember, he's absent from like the whole second act.
How ironic is it that in the movie that gave fans more of the action that they wanted, Neo's not really a part of it?
This connects again to my argument that this game was way ahead of its time as for years, because once again, this formula seems to fit perfectly with the open world, with secondary
Also,
missions.
we get the power to
spoon.
bend. We get the power to bend the spoon.
Pokemon did
Yeah.
that better. Go on to you.
This fits with the idea that I mentioned. That now, basically, almost all major Warner Bros. Major games, licensed games, are like this open world with a lot of side missions that help padding the game without being necessarily filled on their own. I think
True,
again,
even
this game
Luigi's-
would have benefited greatly if it had the Batman Arkham combat system, the open world structure, so that the secondary missions would have popped up in this particular time frame and felt actually integrated with the gameplay instead of being just like
Now
this
we're going
ambitious
to-
select screen. And overall, a bit more polished, obviously. But
So
being
now-
stuck in the PS2, GameCube, Xbox era, it was doomed because of limitation. Go ahead, Dwibs.
Now we're gonna go and save the healer.
Seriously,
Pretty
he was
much,
doing a Superman pose there.
And considering this was published by Warner Bros., we could have used the theme. Well,
Yeah.
but I guess we were content
mentioned-
in just yeah,
Plus they
they,
men-
What did they
yeah, and
mention?
the name. It's the second movie. There's like, I think I forgot the character, one of the
Link.
black guy with the dreadlocks. Let's
Link.
say, oh, he's doing Superman. And yeah, but it's one of those things.
I think.
Yeah, they can do that because they have the license. It's kind of like in Injustice 2, where Green Arrow mentions the Eye of Sauron. That's because now Lord of the Rings is a Warner Bros. property.
Good luck, Neo.
Yeah, find the healer and bring him back there.
You know, the guy with the dreadlocks, I'll admit, has more character than Tank, at least when it comes to being the missions control guy.
Well, I know the movie kind of implies that Tank died in between 1 and 2, but I honestly get the feeling that he and Morpheus are the falling out and Tank left.
I'm
Where would he
I'm
go,
so,
though?
I'm surprised the games don't even try to fill in the gaps on that regard.
That would have been, if
you
there were a,
think,
if they ever took another crack at adapting the 3 movies into a video game with more modern tech, I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind seeing that.
You know, I have to wonder, how would an Oh, wait. Are you talking strictly for a game as opposed to a new movie? Never mind. I do
Hey,
wonder...
I'm the one,
Well, isn't
let me
Warner Bros.
in.
considering
the
doing the
Jade
reboot?
Dragon.
So yeah, even though we're the one, we can't get in, and I can't kick the door either.
This is
Well,
kind
isn't-
of like in Quantum Break.
Isn't Warner Bros. Considering a reboot of the series though?
Yeah.
And despite what those people who believe strongly against reboots in any way, shape, or form would say,
Well, for this
I
case,
actually don't mind
for this case, Dwibs, it's only for the better.
I mean, even the first film had issues with the whole humans versus machines thing,
Yeah.
in that almost all the humans acted more machine-like than Hugo Weaving. So
Is not meant to heal.
Yeah.
That those who dare
Mhm.
are taken by demons for their error.
Could my accent be more
But
racist?
These warnings are set aside when it is your own loved ones who are in the grip of
Buddha,
the
ancients, praising ancestors.
So yeah, his wife is ill, so
Of
he's trying to
the
make a
gods making
cure.
concessions. And
But
now
why the Matrix is keeping alive a person? Yeah, that's an actual question. Why the Matrix is keeping in the Matrix a person who are afflicted with incurable disease in this world?
shall we go?
I guess
Yeah,
to
I mean, if it
convince
all
people-
goes wrong-
Aren't those counterproductive in their energy harvesting program?
I guess it's
Yeah,
to
I mean-
convince them that it's like the real world, yo.
I don't even.
Well,
It's-
well,
Gee,
I wonder-
gee, Jova, it's almost like the makers of this movie never thought about all the rules and implications of it.
Well, I mean, honestly, Honestly, a guy with a terminal illness just suddenly dropping dead, it wouldn't be too out of place. Also, now we're being shot at.
Jesus. That's because the police and the agents were searching for this person, I guess.
Yeah, you know.
Also,
how
where
they
did the
manage-
music go?
How did they manage to find us this quickly?
Chinatown, Dwibs, I guess. Rumors spread quickly. But yeah,
Also,
where did the
wow.
music go?
I don't know. Point.
Jova, did you steal the music by any chance?
Nope.
No, no,
I did
no,
not
no,
use that power of mine this time. Honestly, there's no point.
No, the makers of Leighton Brothers made this game.
Wait, what?
They were in charge of the audio.
Oh, you told me there is a glitch, right? I
In the
forgot.
iPod
At least in the
version,
iOS version, at least the one I have, where there's no music at all.
Imagine that, an iOS version having problems again.
Yes,
We're not British. We're not trying to take Hong Kong back.
not just that, this uncharacteristically patriotism for this Chinatown is weird and out of nowhere.
Why do we
I
even
mean,
care?
I'm not feeling anything.
Why do we even care about these bits in the Matrix?
Because the
I don't
game
care
wants
about
to
anything.
It's also like the game is deliberately padding itself
I
out.
mean, like, okay, it's like one of the gang members about to awaken
The healer
or
is
something.
crossing the street. Why? There's all sorts of gunfire going
Well,
on.
ask the DPS, the 2 DPSs to protect his ass. Oh wait, wrong
Oh.
genre.
Also, you'd think Neo would be the healer as well, since, you know, he's Jesus.
Actually, no, remember, Jova, he learns how to heal Trinity at the end of Reloaded.
Yeah.
With this bullet-removing magic stick.
Which basically makes
Oh,
the
so-
entire movie pointless when you get right down to it.
So when you think about
Yeah.
it, wouldn't it make sense if, you know, he learned how to heal from the healer?
I don't know, Jova, honestly.
You think, and yet apparently the game does not take the advantage to use that as a way to fill in the gaps, even though that's
Joe,
practically
expecting-
handed to you on a silver platter.
Expecting the Wachowskis to notice plot holes would be like expecting me to remember stuff.
No, dude. I'm not talking about noticing the potholes. I'm saying taking advantage of this game to actually fill in the potholes. Like, seriously, it's a guy called the Healer. How do you not take advantage of that and have this be where he tells the Chosen One how to heal? You know, that would actually explain why he has that healing ability later on.
My guess is that maybe the Wachowskis were a bit too distracted or something, because remember they were doing around the same time this game came out. V for Vendetta was either in production or almost ready to come out.
And
they
to
wrote-
be fair, Jova, this game at the very least, if I recall, it's not canonical with the movie itself, unlike
Nah, it's just
Enter the Matrix.
it's just a retelling,
Yeah, with different elements.
all from Neo's perspective.
Yes.
So essentially, this is Neo power fantasizing himself very badly.
Yeah, especially considering how different certain events are, but we'll get to the biggest example with the final boss.
Yeah.
Actually, Jova, I honestly would have preferred if the if the fight in
Movie, yeah.
Revolutions was like that.
Oh, I agree. I'm just saying it's kind of a shoddy retelling.
In fact, is something to whoever directs / writes the Matrix reboot. For your final battle, have it be that battle from the end of this game.
Like, even Doug complimented that battle over the actual one we got.
The only real useful thing.
It's silly, but hey, it's the Matrix.
Yeah.
The only real useful thing in that climax was proving that a Dragon Ball Z live action film can be made if it's in the hands of the right people. Basically, that's literally the only use it has.
Yes, my accent still is racist.
Wait. A place where you go where you can't fight. Oh, is this Highlander?
The planet Zeist needs me.
You know, honestly, Neo being an alien would actually make sense.
No, really.
Well, I mean, he acts. Well, I mean, remember, but he was played by a Keanu Reeves who didn't really have much in the way of emotion back then.
Which is weird. Didn't Keanu Reeves do Speed before this? Before Matrix?
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
Speed was 1994. The Matrix was 1999.
So what the heck happened to his?
Probably a lot of drugs.
The Wachowskis, Joe.
Not just that, Joe, I remember. Keanu Reeves is probably one of the most sad and depressing people you will ever encounter because his backstory is downright tragic.
What happened?
Also,
He got everything, like parental abuse and all the sorts.
Oh.
and also remember, Jova, he's being directed by the Wachowskis. I don't think even Marlon Brando is a game would be able to act well when directed by them.
Let's just
That
say, Jova,
seems
that image of sad Keanu sitting on a bench in the park has more meaning than people give it credit for.
But yeah, Miracle, didn't also some of his acting limitations also come after The Matrix?
Well, those 47 running.
Yeah, he did have like this period after the Matrix where, like for example, in the Day the Earth Stood Still remake, where he also acted completely lifeless.
Yeah.
It was not until the first John Wick where he truly made a comeback.
Yeah. Well, it helps that he had people he knew to work with. And remember, the directors of that film were stunt guys for the Matrix movies.
Guess they wanted to make up for Matrix.
I know. Remember, in John Wick 2, he actually gets to share the screen with Lawrence Fishburne again.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the names because I only heard of this. Is there like an Italian actor in John Wick 2?
I'm not sure. I think there's a scene set in Italy. I know that much.
All right, don't worry, Dwibs. I'll save that for when we'll actually comment on the movie.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Lawrence Fishburne, I think recently he's been tapped to be in a Marvel movie.
Huh? What
He's
role can
playing-
he be?
He's playing Goliath in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Huh?
Well, remember, he wasn't in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, Justice League. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess we dropped his character.
Well, does much of it take place in Metropolis?
Only not that much. I
Yes,
don't think
yeah.
actually.
No,
Most of it's in
no. Maybe you can answer the question.
Well, Dwibs just answered it. Most of it's in
Okay.
Gotham, so okay, I guess that makes sense why they don't have Perry White in it.
I
You
think
mean?
there's only like 2 scenes in the whole movie that take place at the Daily Planet.
Oh, you mean Batman v Superman?
No, Justice League.
Justice League.
Justice League. No. Wait, is he even in the? Is Perry even in the movie? I don't remember. Was he?
He was in BVS, but he wasn't in Justice
Yeah, I'm
League.
pretty sure I don't remember seeing him in Justice League. No.
No, he wasn't there. But it's like I just said, there's only like 2 scenes at the Daily Planet in that movie.
Hmm.
Hell, I think honestly, Pedro, up until I remembered the word Daily Planet, I forgot Lois Lane was in the movie.
Again, apparently there
it's-
aren't that many scenes in Metropolis from what you told me, so I guess that explains why
Sorry,
they
go
aren't as big factors in Justice League.
It's
Well, I
just.
remember.
Go ahead. Sorry. Fine. It's just pisses me off so much. Amy Adams would make for a great Lois Lane if she had a fucking script that was worth a shit.
Apparently she wasn't in
That's
Justice
some
League
genuine
much.
frustration right there.
Well, maybe she was meant to do more in Justice League before the reshoots and rewrites happened. Anyway,
Question sorry.
sorry, we're off topic, audience, but there really isn't much to talk about during this
Yeah.
mission. Other than wow, that guard flew through the air fast.
Think of it like this: it's still Warner Brothers, so I guess it's tangential. I guess. Well, question 2: have you ever
Oh
seen?
my god,
Arri-
he literally stole Chun-Li's move, lightning legs.
The spinning bird kick.
No, her lightning legs.
Oh,
man.
the Koyuken. Okay, go ahead, Pedro.
Have you ever seen? God damn it!
BBS.
Arrival.
Yeah. Oh, Rival.
Arrival. Dwibs, tell him.
Arrival, yes, I saw it.
It's from the director of the new Blade Runner movie.
Yeah.
I think I heard of it.
Basically, it's okay. I'm guessing you probably know Amy Adams from Enchanted, right? Basically, it's a great example of how she can be the classic Disney princess type of character. But with Arrival, she's playing a serious, dramatic role. So it's a great example of how much of a versatile of an actress
Oh,
she is.
it's the one with the actor of Hawkeye in that. Okay.
Yeah, have you at least seen clips of Enchanted at least?
Oh, I actually saw the movie.
Yeah, then you know who I'm talking about, Amy Adams, right?
Yeah.
Like Arrival is a good demonstration of how versatile she is. The fact that she can go from Disney princess thing to a serious dramatic role like that, and she even did some other stuff like that movie she did with Clint Eastwood was pretty good. Like she's such a talented and amazing actress, which is and she could make a great Lois Lane if she would given a script that was worth a shit.
Yes. Basically, Tio, I won't spoil I won't spoil John Wick Chapter 2 for you, but look forward to a big scene in Rome.
Yeah.
Yoy. Well, Keanu Reeves' test to assassin the Pope.
Not, not the Pope, but he does have to assassinate someone.
Well, obviously that's kind of his job.
Yeah, although I'm hoping that one thing that was a bit weird about John Wick Chapter 2. Yeah.
Sorry,
Basically-
that move was weird.
Also,
One
don't
thing-
tell you think. Sorry.
One thing that's a bit weird about John Wick Chapter 2's release here in the UK, because everywhere else the movie was released by Summit Entertainment, except here in the UK, which was done by Warner Brothers, and apparently Warner Brothers cut a bit of the film down, not much, but it cut down a bit of a violent scene, which I'm hoping gets restored.
And that's
In the
it.
Blu-ray.
He just drops the Chinese guy on the train without saying anything, and it's over.
Yep, he gets dropped off
Oh
and we
my
never see him again.
god.
But hey, it means that's one less mission to worry about. No, I only got like two or
By the
three
way,
more.
free trivia might as well. I always wanted to try one of the American highways. They look fun to get a ride on.
Yeah.
Oh, newspaper.
I can't read
Miracle
on 34th Street.
Miracle Cure saves girl. So yeah,
Oh.
I guess the healer's work must have had a big impact at least.
The Matrix works in
Also-
mysterious
also-
ways.
Also, Teo, you're thinking small. Instead, we could have John Wick in Rome teaming up with Arlo from Twilight, aka the Michael Sheen vampire, and we get to shoot the hell out of all the other vampires, all while Arlo overacts the shit out of everything.
Yeah, and Keanu Reeves would be the perfect foil for him.
Yeah, like we can have Keanu Reeves underacting the shit out of it, while Michael Sheen overacts the shit out of it. It would be the perfect extreme to extreme movie ever.
Yeah, I kind of wish. Oh, hell!
Get on it, Hollywood. Get on it.
Have Jeremy Irons be the villain again.
Yes.
You can't have too much ham.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah. It's interesting to bring that twist. It's exactly why I really liked Hela in For Ragnarok, because the ham is so delicious and with that performance. If you
Well,
ask me.
I'm pretty sure it's
The
also
great
like this in the movies, but she's supposed to be the daughter of Loki. She's practically bound to be like this.
How I'm wondering whether that plot point you just mentioned, Tio, is going to get carried over into the MCU.
Also, Dwibs, well, if we wanted to go actually what the original
Actually-
mythology goes, Dwibs, trust me, things get weird. I mean,
Actually-
bestiality kind of weird.
Not just that, Teo, but in don't worry, saying this is not a spoiler. Actually, they changed it, Teo. In For Ragnarok, Hela is not Loki's daughter. He's the sister of Loki and Thor.
Quick to the library.
Why? I mean, I guess it's not that impactful, but at the same time, why changing it?
Well, they have a specific thing. It has to do with the arc involving what Odin and what Ellen. It has something to do with the story, basically.
Sure.
We'll see.
I'll see for myself.
All right. So now we get to go to the library.
Okay, so we have to save. Let me guess. The person we have to save is your generic, typical bookworm, which is the smart girl with glasses, which is awkward and clunky.
Just see.
The truth of the matter is that
There
the
we go.
four comics were never really all that faithful to Nordic mythology, anyway.
No, not really. Yeah.
Meh.
Um,
Oh, look at that.
a glitch. Why are there no black cats for here?
Wait, what time are you guys at?
1932.
Huh. Must have been a bit of a glitch on the YouTube here. Okay, I'm in 1943.
And
And
click.
yeah,
You're going to
and only for this the agents are want to carry her. Are you fucking kidding me?
Something's wrong with the library. This book
You're
Don't-
fired.
Don't make us use more friendly tones, lady. Also, notice my directing, I guess.
I don't think she wants to go with you.
Aw, come on. They were in a library. There's plenty of book puns you
Oh
could
my
have
god,
made.
the lighting.
Defeat the
Uh,
red pill.
If I recall correctly, needs to be adjusted. Alright, it adjusts automatically, but it takes a bit.
What is
Okay.
that supposed to mean? Defeat the red pill.
Good
Anyway,
question. Yeah, I think
come
it's supposed to be defeat the agents.
I mean, come on. There's plenty of book puns you could have made, or library puns, like...
Honestly, Dwibs, this library makes me wish I was playing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the PC.
Maybe Neo could have said, sorry guys, but you're gonna have to pay a fine for that book.
But they weren't holding a book.
Also, yeah,
Yeah,
the librarian's constantly screaming in the background.
Joyful. Just... Leon! Leon! Leon!
Yeah.
Run!
Also, didn't you just... Alright, we don't have health bars for now, okay. Can you at least knock over all the bookshelves? Also, NPC civilian, get the fuck out of the way. Please. Really, you were planning just to carry away, not kill her from the beginning?
You know, isn't it possible to just infect her with whatever and make her
Yeah,
an agent?
once again.
I think that's just Smith's... Oh no, you're on about just turning her into an agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once again, the Matrix has the power to do any to anyone who hasn't taken the red pill. What the fuck is this
Why don't-
program's problem?
Why don't they just do that? Why don't they just do that for everyone simultaneously?
Or even better, Dwibs, sorry. Why don't we just, or maybe actually explain it in the movies. Why don't we just have the entire simulation of them being the obedient, condescending agents? Why do we go with the bother of the whole, illusion and free will thing?
And why
Do the machine get more energy if the humans have an illusion or having a life or something?
I think they do mention that at some point, that they're using humans for energy, and apparently humans turned into agents don't give off that energy anymore.
Like, that's the usual excuse you have when you have robots who have souls, in a sense, like clones with souls. Yeah, because the makers say, oh, we tried to make them with souls, but they weren't just effective.
And why are there no
Also-
female agents?
Yes, we're trying to help, shut up. Well, if you shut up, then I can concentrate.
Like, I
Also,
never realized it,
yeah,
but the
this
Matrix
one.
is kind of sexist.
And annoying.
Well, considering the technology was probably made with Windows Vista, so in a time where the world was more harsh.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the books. I'm trying to save your life here.
That's another thing about this extended universe, that when we get down to it, thanks to the Animatrix, we remember, the start of this all was because robots were apparently being mistreated by humans and stuff.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
did that turn into their revenge, being that they keep humans alive, and mind you, they keep breeding humans as well, and just using
My
them
guess-
as
sorry.
energy.
My guess is, Jova, the Watchers were trying to go for that theme of the machines don't care about the humans, but at the same time they cannot survive without energy. So there's that dual thing, that the irony.
And also
It's
the irony of them becoming what they despised.
Not just that, but let's not forget that one stupid scene that basically played into. Oh, by the way, we're trying to destroy the machines, but at the same time we need the machines to survive. So the Watchers are trying to go for that duality where they hate the two sides cannot actually live without each other. That irony thing.
I guess it's just...
Also, I don't think they ever
Wait,
gave a
what?
viable explanation
Hold on.
as to what would happen if they killed all the humans.
Wait, hold on. It looked like she got turned into an agent or something. What the heck happened there?
Also, another thing that I
It's
never
the-
bothered to actually think about it. How do they actually breed and make the humans reproduce? The actual one in the incubation cells. Remember, they have all their muscle atrophied, so woman cannot, get pregnant normally in any circumstances.
So yeah, we're trying to help
Yeah.
her, but she's running away.
Oh
'cause-
my god, it actually is true. As soon as you start thinking, it all goes down very fast.
Exactly.
It's like a
got
black
those
hole.
agents off your ass, and now you're running away.
Also militaries because potatoes.
I'm guessing she's dead at this point because I can't imagine how she ran through here and survived.
It's
I
kind of like
guess,
it's kind of like that movie. That's such a one movie I have to pick one day for a non-Shiroi movie commentary at one point.
Well, hey,
The
we'll
movie
be having
Salt-
a
the movie-
non-Shiroi segment coming up starting December 10th, I think.
Yeah, because the movie Salt. I don't know if you guys heard of it with Angelina Jolie. It's one
I
of those
think I
movies.
heard of it.
It's one of those movies that tries to take itself completely seriously, but
Oh.
much just like what Teo said, the moment you start using your brain, the whole thing starts falling apart because there's so much stupidity in it. But
Oh,
you'll get it.
2010. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, considering it was written by the guy who would write the remake of Total Recall
Yeah.
Joy.
There you go.
and the
Oh.
remake of Point Break.
Oh, and it's Sony because it's Columbia. Joyful.
Oh, wait, how did you get down here?
Oh, and there's also the actor who played Sabretooth, Joy.
Yay.
Which Sabretooth?
I think the recent one, the one in X-Men Origins.
Les Schreiber.
Yeah. Yay, more protection in the library. Seriously, like the pacing in this mission is so bad. And it's also repetitive due to the controls and everything. And the music could not make me give a shit for saving my life.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird because it was done by Juno Reactor, who was involved in the music.
Yeah, and he actually incorporated the music from the movies here, but yeah, it just doesn't work.
Apparently, they're making a TV movie of Salt.
Okay, I guess the franchise was so in the need of being expanded.
I mean, granted, I haven't checked the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that movie didn't do all that well at the box office.
I mean, but even for just from looking at the poster, I guess it's one of those movies that claims to be smart, but it isn't.
It's not so much that it claims to be smart, Dwibs. It claims it tries to be high intense with suspense and all. Not necessarily smart, but more like high stakes drama and shit like that. But it's so stupid. But you'll see for yourself. I mean,
Okay, it's one of those things where I like, well, not even halfway through. Like,
Okay, let me-
no, you start asking why should I care?
how about this? I'll even show you guys the trailer later on when we're done today, because the trailer itself already tells you that this is probably going to be good. Because here's the basic premise to you. Angelina Jolie plays an interrogator for the CIA or FBI or whatever the hell it is, called Evelyn Salt. She's Russian. Russian name, basically. I think it is, at least. I'm not a specialist. I wouldn't know.
And that's it.
No, hold on. I'm not done.
No, I was saying to Dwibs.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
So she's trying to interview she's trying to get a confession out of this guy who looks like he's guilty, right? It's like soon there will be a Russian spy that will come here to kill the American president. And then as Angelina Jolie is trying to leave because she already realizes she's not getting anything out of him, the guy says, "The name of the agent is Evelyn Salt." And then she goes, "My name is Evelyn Salt. Then you are a Russian spy."
Let me guess, it's one of those stories where she doesn't know if her memories are fake or not. Joyful.
Surprisingly, no. But it's basically the whole movie is keeping you on the guess of, is she the Russian spy? Is she not the Russian spy? Is it all a misunderstanding? Yeah, yes, it's that kind of movie. There you go.
So yeah,
And believe me, I didn't spoil anything. It's in the trailer. This thing that I just said is in the trailer.
So what are skills you're gonna get, Dwibs?
really,
That's cool.
I think the only skills are left are just those weird quotes you get, like this one.
Sure, whatever.
Revive. When you hold free to zero, this principle will instantly revive you to full health and focus.
So,
yeah.
game breaking.
Yeah, but only once though, I think. But don't worry, guys. In the next part, we'll finally wrap up these Interquels missions and get to the reloaded part of the movie.
Yay! See you, everybody.
See ya.